Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and all others. Boudreaux here, or Steven if you prefer. And anyway, we're back. And, okay, let me click in so I can actually move around and stuff. Tell you what, hold on. I'll bring out our pet, and we'll also start looking for mines, because we're going to start heading out into the debris fields, where barrow iron is abundant. We want to gather some while we can, and something I always like to do whenever I'm by here, just bump my head on that little light up there, just because I can. Anyhow, we're going to head over to Grimbriar. Watcher Grimbriar, I believe his name is, and kind of do his quest, and we'll make that a video. Okay, my keyboard's not working, my mouse is. What's up with that? What's up? Okay, now my keyboard's working. Anyway, I kind of wanted to go ahead and change my milestone anyway, so since we're out here, it probably makes more sense to have this as our milestone, and we can also do some mining. We're out here and across the little creek to our east. In fact, you can probably, well, just for a second there, you can see it, the left-hand part of our screen. There's a little house up there. Yeah, right there. That's where we're headed. That'll be kind of our center of operations for this video. Made all that trouble to make sure I didn't get dismounted, and I got dismounted anyway. Just for a silver mine. Not even a barrow iron mine, a silver mine, of all things. And I'll be glad when we get barrow iron out of the way, but we should at least have to avoid mining everything that we pass. So anyway, Chief Watcher Grimbriar.
Would you do something for me?
Level 14 quest called Sharky's Men. My job is to guard Bree. I don't have the men to waste patrolling the countryside, but of late I've had reports of brigand raids near and around the town, so I moved to this location to keep closer watch. I need someone to look into these rumors, and I've coin to spare for anyone willing to help. There have always been a few outlaws in the hills and dales north of town, but it seems that recently they've grown both more numerous and more bold. If you could find out what's going on, it would be appreciated. Careful though. Once these outlaws would flee any armed men, but now they are more prone to attack without warning. The farm across the road seems to be overrun by the brigands. You could start your investigation there. Okay. I imagine that's probably 700 rep that we get with a men of brief for doing that.
My Durin's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
As well as some coin. Anyway, a dwarf made blade. Level 14 quest. Hail, good fellow. I was wondering if you could help me with a bit of a problem. It seems that no sooner did I set my latest blade out to cool than someone stole it. I didn't see who made off with the sword, but I suspect it was one of those mansmiths working out at Thornley's. Their craft is nothing like dwarf craft, and likely their jealousy of my workmanship moved one of them to steal my blade. If I were to ask them about my blade, they would just ignore me. You, though, by the look of you, are a great warrior. If you were to ask them about my blade, they'll be honest with you. How about it? Can you find my stolen blade? Okay. And so we shall do that. So we've got 2 quests. Anyway, just kind of make sure. Reland quest, yeah, that's, all those are much later. And that is somewhat later. Okay, so we'll just keep those 2 on our quest radar for now. And looks like We're looking for brigand's loyalty first, so. Look at our quest area here, okay. Okay, so anyway, we've collected a brigand medallion that we need to bring back to Chief Watcher Grimbriar. But before we do, jump, 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 jump. Don't whinny, jump. Before we do, we need to talk to our smith. Thornley's work site over here. Ken Thistleway.
Greetings.
What? A stolen sword? Stolen from a dwarf? I don't know what you're talking about. Please, go away. I don't know anything about it. He mops his eyebrow nervously. Yes, I admit it. I took it. Please don't tell the constable. Please. I did it to save my family. See, a brigand named Nate. He told me that he would hurt my family unless I made a sword for their captain, Blake. But I didn't have the iron to forge one, and I was desperate to save my family, so I took the dwarf's sword. Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers of the site on Thornley's silo, just before the graveyard and the Boar Hollow. If you find him there, maybe you can convince him to return LOFAR's sword and leave my family alone. What do you say?
Might I take a moment of your time?
So we have a level 14 quest, getting the blade back. Now I want to set matters right. I do. And maybe you can help do that. See, like I said before, Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers at the unfinished silo site to the east. The site is just before the graveyard and at the top of the Hollow of Boars. If you find him there, maybe you can convince him to return LOFAR's sword and leave my family alone. What do you say? I guess I gotta help you, dude. So, anyway, quest pointer is pointing towards Nate, so let's head to Nate after we mine some silver. Oh, there's Nate. It don't look too good. See what happened here. As you kneel to examine Nate, it's clear that he's quite dead. His hand grasps the hilt of a sword, but the blade has snapped off and is nowhere to be found. You take the hilt from the dead brigand's hand. So we need to bring it back to Kenton. Well, this isn't good news. Well, at least your family's safe, though. That was the dude that was going to kill your family, right? Well, he's dead. Now, the dwarf might kill you, but, yeah, whatever.
How can I be of service?
What? The blade broke and Nate is dead? Oh, this is bad. Very, very bad. What if Blake comes looking for his sword? I won't have one to give him, and they'll do something terrible to my family. Oh, so it's Blake that wants... I got you. All right. I need a sword to give to him. If only I had another blade to give them. Wait, do you think LOFAR would make another if you explained the situation to him? My family's in danger. Could you please ask him? Okay, so we will. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and turn in the Brigand Medallion to Chief Watcher Grimbriar. thing about being in mining mode. You just can't go anywhere without passing up a mine, and you just gotta do it.
Greetings.
Since when are outlaws able to afford such things as medallions? Even the constables don't have badges. And who is this Sharky fellow anyway? This is very disturbing. Your find seems to suggest an organization that we haven't seen before in these brigands. So it actually was 700 reputation we
I'd
get.
like to take a moment of your time.
And that's probably a level of reputation here. So anyway, we're now known throughout Bree. That's our new title. There's our 5 LOTRO points. Yes, we now... So we've earned acquaintance status. We're now to bestowed the friend of Bree. Indeed, we'll get 10 LOTRO points. Bree travel discount and Bree friend as a title. Okay, so there's our reputation change and our new level 14 quest, Shadow of the White Hand. I have a spy among the brigands who may be helpful in divining the true nature of this Sharky. I will send him a message instructing him to come to a certain hill not far from here. Meet him there and ask him about Sharky and his plans. The meeting place is by a gray rock in a small stand of trees directly north of Breetown. If my spy has no news to share, we will need to find another means of learning Sharky's plans. Okay, so 700 rep, and let's see. That's a nice bow. Okay, that's crap, and that's crap. So yeah, we'll take the upgrade at bow, even though we don't use bow that often. You know, it's better than the other crap you got, so we'll take it. All right, so LOFAR.
This is unthinkable.
I know, dude. I know. Another blade? He cannot be serious. I'm already behind on other work, and now I must forge a new blade for Chief Watcher Grimbriar. Time is precious. Don't give it away for nothing, my father used to say. LOFAR cuts himself off, lost in thought for a moment, then continues. Actually, lost my father to brigands a few years back. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Give me that hilt. I must be going soft. Yeah, I'll do it to keep his family safe, but he's going to have to do something in exchange. Okay? I'm sure he will.
Is a moment of your time too much to ask?
Don't give away your time for anything. Well, hold on. Okay, sure, I could give it to you. Forging a new blade, level 14 quest. Hold on. Now, I'll help that kitten Thistleway by forging another sword, but with 2 conditions. The first one is that if the brigand doesn't come around looking for the sword, I get it back. Second, Thistleway gives me a hand and does some of the simpler work I've got piling up around here while I forge the new blade. Here, take these things over to him to work on. The axe needs a new haft, and the bellows need new leather, and the helm needs to be reshaped and reinforced. Take that over to Kenton and tell him if he gets it done, and I'm happy with the work, we'll call it even on the cost of the 2 swords. Now off with you. I've got work to do on this new blade. So we'll get your shirt. Yeah, to sell. Alright, so that's mine on the way to meet the spy. And let's mine some more on the way to meet the spy. It's like I'm mounted in midair with no horse underneath me. That's weird. Next time we pass a forge, definitely remember to do some crafting.
What do you need?
We must be quick. I think they suspect something. Wait, what's that sound? Look out, here they come. Oh no, I've been followed by Sharky's men. Here they come. Please fight them off. Okay. Thanks. I hope these notes are prepared or helpful. I better get out of here. Tell Grimbriar I'm done with this business for good. Okay. So anyway, notes. Since Sharky's men have come up from the south and taken over, the local brigands have changed from being common thieves and robbers into something more like a small army. Dirty and ill-equipped though they are, by combining their numbers, they may be stronger than any of the town guards. The brigands of past times might have been crude and dirty outlaws, but they were still men of Bree for the most part, with relatives in towns and farms of the region, so they weren't all that inclined to heedless violence. But now, Sharky's men have changed everything. No dissent or squeamishness is permitted, and under their brutal fists, the brigands of the country have become far more dangerous. It seems that Sharky's men are gathering their forces for some important task, and I'm afraid they intend no simple thieving. It may be that they mean to take over all of Breeland. I know little of these men far from the south. They are almost all ill-favored brutes, but they are well-armed and skilled fighters. They do not trust the native Breeland outlaws with their secrets, but they revere a leader they call Sharky. I am sure that Sharky is not yet in Breeland, but it may be that he will come soon. Where do these men come from, and where is Sharky now? I do not know this for sure, for I have never traveled beyond Breeland and do not know the Southlands, but these men sometimes speak of a place called Isengard. They come from beyond Andrath and maybe as far as Dunland. It seems from what I've overheard that they are rivals with some band they call the Iron Crown, but I know even less of this. Okay. So normally I would probably put a lock on. Oh, I'm already mounted. Put a lock on that and drag it down over in the middle of my inventory, but I think when we head over here, it's gonna come out of my inventory automatically. Anyway, when we talk to Grimbriar about it. So.
Greetings.
This is dire news. I suppose it was too much to expect that it would all turn out to be some minor brigand leader's dreams of lordship. Well, I should not blame you for doing what I sent you to do, though it is a pity that you did not return with better tidings. I think I know our next step in this action, but it is a grim task I will send you to perform. Okay, so we'll take Saradin's bow.
Stay a moment.
Whoever Saradin is. We'll find out soon enough, I imagine. Quest level 15, Rogue's Gallery. Now listen here. I'm not going to invite the aid of those rangers out of the wild. The men of Bree are capable of defending their own lands from the threats they face and will not rely on strange folk for assistance. This information speaks of the captain who led the raid on Dogwood's farm and his current location. We have a chance to strike a telling blow against the brigands and find out more about them. It appears that the leader established a camp within a thick copse of trees behind the knoll to the west. The knoll in question is to the south of Dogwood's farm. Let us strike this blow for the men of Breeland. Okay, so 700 increase reputation with the men of Bree, 1 silver, 80 copper, and we take that quest on. So it is actually our nearest quest, so let's do it. My attempt at not being dismounted there actually worked. Okay, so where this campfire is, I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go, but I spy mines. Actually, kind of brings us far enough away from that camp that, yeah, let's do this mounted. collected the brigand's note. So anyway, tattered pack. Okay, so we got some stuff to sell. Okay, so oh, hold on. I thought I changed. Look, I said it was sending me to the Prancing Pony. What the hell? No, okay, it says Southern Brieffields now. Huh. Why did it say Prancing Pony then? Oh, must have been a bug. I know I saw Prancing Pony down here. I know I did. What's the deal? Okay, so it got us a little closer to Grimbriars. Maybe. I don't know. This takes us further. Woo! Order the water all together on that one. Cool.
Greetings.
We have them now. This information proves that this Sharky fellow is intent on establishing a strong foothold here in Breland. It also tells us of their largest encampment outside of the Vale of Andrath, at a place west of here they call the Brigand's Watch. The brigand captain there passes orders out to his lieutenants that come directly from Sharky. If we could get those notes. Anyway, I'm kind of curious. Let's read this. Sharky has ordered that we all immediately step up our activities around Bree. No traders must move without paying off our people, and all the farmers must give us all the food we need. Forget about guards and garrisons. They are nothing to us anymore. Let the constables huddle in Bree and arch it, as so long as we own the roads and the fields. Andrath is already ours. We will soon have all of the land between here and our encampment at Brigand's Watch. Soon we will have all of Breland in flames. And there's one more thing. The boss is interested in some hobbit named Baggins. Certain writers have been sniffing around asking for that name, and you should look out for it too. If you find any hobbit named Baggins, let me know at once. Okay.
I'd like to take a moment of your time.
So level 15 quest, Sharky's Plan. With your help, we draw even closer to shutting out this upstart, Sharky. We are closing in more and more on his location and the size of his force. We know now that the Brigand's Watch, to the west of here, in the foothills of Breland, is a staging ground for future assaults. The Brigand's captain hands out orders from Sharky himself to his lieutenants. Likely they are kept somewhere safe, a lockbox, or even on his person. We need those orders. Head to the Brigand's Watch and get those orders. So we need to search the Brigand captain's tent. We'll get 700 rep. Crappy shoulder guards are essences that we don't use anymore. See, shoulder guards are more expensive. We'll take those. Okay, and this dude's just been standing here the whole time. I'm not saying anything. He has a quest for us now. If you're going into the heart of the Brigand's encampment here in Breland, you can search for the goods they have stolen from the surrounding farms and shipment along the roadways. I guess that's a question. While Bree is not suffering terribly at the moment, it is only a matter of time before the current stores are empty. If the Brigands continue their assaults, then there will be no food, ale, or anything to appease the Bree folk, and then we will have much more to worry about. Will you not look for the stolen goods while in their camp? Well, I will. 1 silver, 80 copper for that. Okay, let's see. Woodworker scroll case. We were going to equip that new bow, right? Okay, that's done. Okay. Alright, so anyway, I see things to mine. So now we're back on the Thistleway quest line. I've got items to repair to bring to him. Oh, you know, one thing I needed to look out for. Let's see if we got it. Not whetstones, rock salt, bloodstones, umber. There we go, brimstone. I've run out of brimstone, so yeah, okay, good. I'm glad I remembered to do that.
Greetings.
Of course I'll do this work for the dwarf. Here, let me see what he sent. He examines the items. All these can be easily repaired, but I don't have the materials to do it. I hate to ask this, but could you help me gather what I need? For the helm, ask Foreman Rosethorn over there for a few iron straps for reinforcement. The bellows will need some new leather, and I wager that some flawless hides from the boars near Bree will suffice. For the axe haft, I need something splendid to set it in. In the past, I've salvaged small gems from old trinkets that I found in the Boar Hollow to the east. There are small mounds of ruins there, look like barrow stones. If you search through the debris, you might find some suitable trinkets. Okay. So here's your foreman. Who's that? Oh, looks like a player. Level 12 player. An elf. Okay.
What do you need?
What do you need? He wants iron straps. Kitten always needs something. He's straining the cost of this project. We have no straps in our stores. Here, take this old iron pot. He can make some straps out of that. Sounds like you're not too happy with your employee. Anyway, let's head this way. Okay, well this is weird. I don't actually see the ore, but it's there. Okay, yeah. Kind of a bug there, it looks like. Okay, so here are the boards they were talking about, and let's see, debris pile. Okay. Okay, trinket. I need more trinkets. Trinkets. I don't see any trinkets. Trinkets. Show me trinkets. There we go. Way back there. At least debris piles. Debris piles have trinkets. So. Okay, and we still need our third warhog. And there it is. Okay, so we'll bring this all back to Kenton.
How can I be of service?
Oh, good, you returned. Here, give me those things. While you're away, something terrible happened. Please, I need your help. Well, I can tell you something terrible happened while I was away, too. Your boss is about to fire your butt, so if I were you, I don't know, I'd start watching your P's and Q's around him. So anyway, let's see, we got a shirt. Okay, to sell.
Might I take a moment of your time?
A blade for a life, level 15, small fellowship. Okay, that's not going to bother me. But, oh, it's terrible. Blake, the brigand captain who wanted the sword, came and told me he knew Nate was dead, and that he knew I had something to do with it. I tried to tell him I didn't, that I would have another sword for him soon, but he wouldn't listen. He said he's taken my daughter, Maribel. If I don't give him another sword and soon, he'll kill her. You must save her. Please, get the sword from LOFAR, then go to Blake's camp. It's in the Bree fields up north of Bree. I'm sure he'll release my daughter when he has the sword. Please hurry. I don't know what I'll do if they harm her. You should bring a few seasoned warriors with you. Blake's men are ruthless. Okay, so crappy sword. Yeah, okay, that's a slight improvement. So yeah, we'll take the earring when we come back. All right, so let's talk to LOFAR. Loafer. LOFAR the loafer.
By Durin's beard.
By Durin's beard. Those accursed brigands took Thistleway's daughter? This is bad. The sword isn't ready yet, and I know these types of fellows. They won't take no for an answer. They'll kill that girl. You'll have to mount a rescue and free Kenton's daughter. Hurry now, and gather friends. I feel you'll need them to face Blake. Okay, so we have 3 quests, and I believe they're all in the same general area. Okay, that one's for Sharky's Plan, Flow of Goods, and Blade for Life. So yeah, this kind of converges into one place where we can do these quests. So let's head that way and do them. Kind of this hill up here, I guess where they're at. Here. Don't know what I was looking for, but anyway. Stained letter. Can we read the letter? I don't know. Almost had him. Alright, come on. There's our captain. See, we had to search his tent, so bring the letter to Chief Watcher Grimbriar. So we actually should have a physical letter now. Okay, as you know, we've had some problems getting enough men to accomplish Sharky's plans for Breland in the Shire. All of Sharky's best, you and me excepted, are occupied in the south. What we got here ain't quite strong enough to take on the town folks straightforward. Fortunately, we've been given an opportunity. Orcs have come as far south as the Greenway even. My friends say Sharky ain't the best in terms with them up in the north, but some of the orcs who've come south into Breland have been cut off. These orcs down here might be convinced to join us. Of course, Sharky knows how to deal with orcs, and these scouts from the north are no doubt in a bad way. Since they can't get any new supplies or warriors. This could be just the turn of luck we've been looking for. Treat the orc scouts well and treat your men not to interfere with them, or tell your men not to interfere with them, or you'll be responsible for them being dead and all. Bill. Okay. So that one's ready to turn in. Try and get these stolen goods out of the way before we go collect before we go collect Maribel. Looks like there's one over here. There we go. Oh, it's a supply crate. Look at how my well's doing. 7-112. Okay. Let's do this one then. Okay. So those two are ready to turn in. This guy's in my way, so I'll kill him. Killing you because you were in my way.
I don't know anything. I'm sure.
Thank you. I filched the key a while ago, but I was too scared to use it. Now with you here, I can use it and we can escape. Hopefully we can get away before Blake notices. That may have been Blake noticing. Oh no, they heard us. They heard us again. And here's Blake. Ah, you went after the girl, huh? Stop crying. I got you. I got you, girl. I got you. Quick, follow me. With Blake dead, we can make our escape. So how'd you end up blonde since your dad's a ginger? Anyway. You must have a blonde mother. Just saying. I don't know why you ran that way. Coward or something? Anyway, yeah. Okay, we're ready. So let's use our milestone.
What do you need?
More ill news. Orc-men? Could this be? This letter says it plainly enough. Sharkey has a legion of half-orcs loyal to him that he's sending to Andrath. I have doomed my men. Okay, so we're going to pick up your shoulder guards because they're more expensive, right?
Would you do something for me?
Okay, level 15 quest called the Vale of Andrath. The Vale of Andrath is Breland's gateway to the south. The South Downs, Dunland, Isengard, the Gap of Rohan, all would be closed to Breland if the brigands are not hindered. It is clear that Sharkey is no mere brigand leader. He has employed half-breeds to fill his rank, a wholly depraved act. I sent my men to watch the ruins at Andrath and fear they may now be prisoners or worse. Please head south beyond the Greenway crossing, further beyond the shadow of the Barrows, and seek my scouts, Oakdale and Brittleleaf. Hopefully they will have found a safe place close to the ruins, likely on the eastern side. Be swift, for I fear the worst, and bring caution with you. That's likely to be a bad place. So 1,200 reputation with the men of Bree, 3 silver and 60 copper. So getting more expensive here. Now that's going to be for our next video though. So anyway, Rose Cane.
What do you need?
These will do nicely. Bria is in dire need of new supplies, and this will do well to sate our populace. Without this, who is to know what terrible madness would have befallen the people of Bree? Here, we are indebted to your help. I guess here, as he hands me the coins. Okay, so next need to go talk to Kenton. Yep, we got your daughter, dude. I think it was your daughter.
What can I do for you?
Oh, bless you. You've returned my daughter safe to me. I can't thank you enough. You've done so much for me in more ways than you know. Okay, I guess it was your daughter. While you were away, I busied myself with LOFAR's work. I had to do something to keep myself from being overcome with worry. No sooner had I finished the work than LOFAR came over to collect it. He seemed pleased with it, even admitted that it came close to dwarf work. He promised to send me more work in the future. Boudreaux, you saved my family and given me hope for a brighter future. I can't thank you enough. Well, you still have to repair things with your boss, dude. Just saying. Anyway, we were going to take the earring, weren't we? Okay. So let's equip the earring. Let's see. Let's open these scrolls and whatnot, and the nothing for us there. Okay, so that stuff gets sold, and yeah, let's head on down. We'll sell it, and well, before we sell it, let's do some crafting. So hopefully we'll be closer to maxing out our prospecting and metalsmith, so that we don't have to stop every time we see a mine to dig up the ore. It'd be nice to be able to go to point A from point A to point B without having to make 10 stops along the way to do that. That's one of the reasons I hit it so hard, now is that, especially since we're using our tortoise stone, it'll allow us to be able to, just lay off mining for a while. Do the fun stuff. Ah. I just wanted to watch the town guard kill him. And apparently the fighting music didn't stop. It'll probably stop by me going in here, though. It did. Okay. So anyway, bound to account, bound to account, bound to account. So we'll just throw it in shared storage for now. Until we get a house. Okay, and we could do a sell-off with you, but I don't think we do a repair with you, so let's go to the place where almost everybody near the West Gate does their sell-offs. That would be with Lily. And when I stepped out, the battle music's going again. Wow.
Pleased to be of service.
Okay. Let's see, just to make sure. Let's see. Broken hatchets, worn sword sheaths. Okay. Yeah, it's crap. We saved our brimstone. Okay, repair. And we're good. So anyway, looks like a good place to end the video. And yeah, don't really have much to do. I'll probably just go ahead and start another video in 5-10 minutes, whatever, after I take a little break. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.